Welcome to today's episode of Lake Talk. I'm Jay Griffin, and on today's episode, we're answering some common questions we receive regarding floating fountains. A floating fountain is an electric motor that can be installed in lakes and ponds, and it uses that motor to throw water up into the air and make some sort of decorative spray pattern. Besides being an aesthetically pleasing feature to your water body, it also creates supplemental aeration by throwing that water up into the air and allowing it to splash back down. This helps people with stagnant water issues, increasing dissolved oxygen levels in your lakes and ponds, which is great for the ecosystem and the environment. And it's a very beneficial tool for lake and pond managers across the country. There's really no limit to the size of a water body where a fountain could be beneficial. The really only limit that you could put on something is that it's too small. But we've got fountains in bodies of water that are just 1/10 of an acre. You do need a certain minimum operating depth for various ones, but the range of sizes of fountains is so large that if you've got a couple of feet deep, we can find an appropriate fountain to go into that pond. And then anything deeper, it's fine. They float. So, even if it's 120 feet of water, that's fine. We'll just make some really long anchor lines and it'll be just fine. Several fountain manufacturers, when you buy a fountain package, actually come with about 6 different options. Casco, for example, is one. Their J series line comes with 6 different spray patterns. So you get all 6 at once and you can alternate between them, see which one you like the best, or change them seasonally if you feel like it, to change the look of your water body. Other ones, you have to pick a spray pattern ahead of time. But a lot of vendors offer in the first 3 to 6 months, if you're unhappy with the choice you made and it's a simple nozzle exchange to change the spray pattern, they'll do that at no charge. So it varies from manufacturer to manufacturer. Here in SOLitude, we have a huge repertoire of various vendors, and thus can help really dial in for a particular client or site what is the best option or best vendor for this particular one. But on average, you usually have as small as a 1/2 of a horsepower up to 5 horsepower is a typical platform. However, you can go as high as 25 horsepower. There's definitely 10 horsepower options, 15 horsepower options, 25 horsepower options. Those are huge, huge fountains when you start talking that way, or that horsepower level. Oftentimes an easier scenario might be to just put 2 or 3 different 5 horsepower fountains in a larger water body. That is typically better economically for the end user to go that route. But certainly, if having an amazing, impressive display and you have the size water body to accommodate it, you can go all the way up to that 25 horsepower level. When it comes to lighting with floating fountains, there's lots of options available. You've got different wattages all the way from 11 watts up to 40, or I've even seen some now very recently that came out that were 77 watts, incredibly bright for those larger displays that are further away from shore. You can do anything from a 2 light set all the way up to 8 light sets for some of those giant fountains. You've got typical white and colored options, but in the last several years, vendors have started producing RGBW light sets, which are actually color changing. Some of those actually have preset patterns that are in your control panel on shore. So you can select red and green for Christmas or red, white, and blue for 4th of July. And the lights will actually rotate around that spray pattern and change the view from all angles. Other ones come with a remote control, and the client can change it with the remote at whim. As lake and pond managers, one of our biggest concerns when taking care of various water bodies is dissolved oxygen. The fish that are in almost every water body across the country need dissolved oxygen in the water to survive. In the summertime, hotter water holds less oxygen and fish kills can occur. That is arguably one of the worst calls as managers that we get, and one of the hardest things for clients to deal with. By having a properly sized floating fountain in your water body, you are nominally increasing the dissolved oxygen, even in times of strife in the middle of the summer when the water is pushing 100 degrees. So I have personally seen situations where fish should have died, and I have gone out in a boat to a fountain and taken dissolved oxygen readings, and they were high enough near the fountain to support fish life. And when I looked down in the water, I saw thousands and thousands of fish cohabiting side by side, hanging out around the fountain because they realized they would survive there. Oftentimes clients ask us, how can we get a floating fountain? And your various BDCs throughout the country can obviously work with you on this, but an important consideration is that we need a dedicated circuit that has the appropriate amp draw and voltage for the equipment to operate properly. This oftentimes can be done by an electrician of your choosing, or we can help provide one as well. But that front end electrical is oftentimes an overlooked component, is that we need to have power within 30 feet of a shoreline on a given water body. We can put panels in various locations. That can be on a building or a residence, or even inside a building or a residence. But an electrician is going to need to bring us underground wires from said panel down to within 30 feet of the pond. That wraps up today's episode of Lake Talk. Thanks for taking the time to watch. We hope this overview of floating fountains gave you a better understanding of how they can enhance the beauty, circulation, and overall enjoyment of your pond or lake. If you have questions about your water body, or you're considering adding a fountain or aeration system, we'd be happy to help. Contact SOLitude Lake Management to schedule a free consultation, and our experts will help you determine the solution that's right for your goals. Thanks again for watching. I'm Jay Griffin, and we'll see you next time on Lake Talk.